So in this video, a breakdown on how we're using ChatGPT to really scale info products, coaches, and consultant businesses faster, better, and easier. Okay, I was just doing some work for one of our recent clients, and I'll tell you why we're doing that in a second. But I was using ChatGPT, found it to be super valuable. I've done this before for a couple of other clients as well. And I thought, why not make a YouTube video to show you what I'm doing, and maybe you guys can do something with it too. Okay, so let's talk about the principles first so you understand it better. And by the way, my name is Thijs. I'm the founder at skillyourprogram.io, and this is really what we do. We skill info product coaches and consultant businesses. We're a bespoke business, so we do a lot of custom work. There's no course plus coaching or anything like that. Anyways, let's get into the grid. So really, to be able to grow faster, you want to have margins, you want to have high profit, a lot of cash, so you can invest that back into the business. Now, the best way to do that is going up market. So you can actually scale faster and be way more profitable by just selling to your highest value customer. Okay, so how do you do that? You look at your current clients and you decipher, okay, who of them paid me the most, stayed the longest, and also was most fun to work with, was most enjoyable. Because sometimes you have clients that pay a lot of money, but it's an extreme dread to work with. So we want to cut those out of the hypothesis. So ask yourself that question, and usually you find some common denominators, and you just want to focus on that section of the market. Just go for the people who are already doing really well, who already have the money, because the exact same thing that you're doing, let's say you're, in this case, you're doing IT managed service solutions. If you do that for a business that's doing 50K per month, it's way less valuable for that business than if you would do the same thing, the exact same thing, for a business that is already doing 1 million a month. Okay, so you can do the exact same thing, but bring 10 to 20 times more value to the market by just selling to the right customer. Now, the next thing is market comprehension. So once you figured out, okay, who is that customer, you want to speak the exact world of your highest value customer by doing simple niche research. Okay, and we go back to the simple niche research days that you've probably skipped, that you've probably never done because nobody doing it. That's why it's such an amazing method. And really, the only thing that you do is you send out a form, a questionnaire, to your top clients, and actually you want to send it to everyone, and then figure out, okay, how is it different from the top clients, and how are the top clients different from the rest, and what are the common denominators. Okay, you want to know the demographics, so simple demographics. You want to know their business stats, so how much were they doing when they started with you, how much are they doing right now, and then in general, and maybe some other KPIs around that. And then their aspirations. What are their problems that they're facing? What are their beliefs? And what are the solutions or the desires that they have? What are the aspirations? Okay, you want to get those three things. And then the last thing that's going to be useful as well is their buying process. How did they found you? So you get those things, and that will help you a lot, and you figure out the common denominators, and then you want to speak the exact world of your highest value customer, and stop working with clients that are not that top 10, 20% of clients. Okay, so let's talk about some niche research methods. Okay, so the number one method is what I just showed you. You just sent the form to the current clients. Now, some people can't do that, or they don't have the ideal client already, or they don't have a lot of clients right now. So there are some other methods of doing that. And I'll go over one right now that I always use, even if I use the method that's just sending out the form, and that is using ChatGPT. Okay, so what you can do with ChatGPT is you can ask them the questions, and ChatGPT will go over the internet and bring the answers that's written before. So this is really the substitute for doing a lot of research on Google. ChatGPT just brings you a condensed answer for that. So here's an example. One of our clients, they're doing cloud managing DevOps and managed IT. To be very frank, I did not know anything about that. So far, I just read one book about it, just to get going, and I use ChatGPT really to figure out what are the main problems that companies are facing that need those services. So ask them a simple question, and ChatGPT comes up with a perfect answer. So like the exact same thing that I've spent a couple of hours in that book. So lack of expertise, security risk, cost management, integration, lack of visibility. So these are problems that my clients, ideal clients, are facing, okay? And it lays it out everything. So what is the biggest opportunity in DevOps? I want more specifics. And then it gave me a complete answer on basically what DevOps is, how it relates to IT operations, and what you can do with it. I've done the same for another business. So here's another example of another client. So why is understanding and using SaaS metrics the big opportunity for CFOs, founders, and investors? And ChatGPT just gave me a very, very solid answer with a lot of things that we can then use into our marketing. Okay, so this is the skilled method. This is how you can get really fast nature research done. And it's a very simple method. Okay, so that is point 3. And then the last thing is market message resonance. So once you've done already niche research, you figured out, okay, this is really our target customer, and this is how they think, this is how they buy, this is what they want. Then you're gonna create market message you're gonna look for market message resonance, okay? We do that by testing offers and messaging directed to your highest value customer using paid ads or AI-powered outbound prospecting. And that's really it. You wanna split test those things. Paid ads is ideal because you get a lot more data. You get like view times per second, per percentage. You get click rate, cost per click, CPMs, etc. on all those different things. And the only variable that you want to change is like the offer and the messaging. Okay, so paid ads, best thing. If you somehow can't do paid ads, you can do AI-powered outbound prospecting, which is basically manual prospecting, but that's usually being done by a team of SDRs that you're now letting the AI do for you. Okay, so those were a couple of messages to find market message resonance. And once you find the most resonating message, you want to scale that up. And that's how you go really, really fast. Instead of doing a bunch of random things, you're going to the exact part of the market that you want to reach, and you speak their exact word, and the tools that you use I just laid out in this video, and ChatGPT is one of them. Okay, hope this was valuable, and see you in the next video. If you got any value out of it, make sure to subscribe. Cheers.